happen if you face your past. It was something Maryland had to do Tuesday night when it visited Duke. That sour taste still there. Exactly 1 month to the day, January 27th. You remember, Maryland blows a 10-point lead with 54 seconds left in regulation. Duke ends up winning by 2 in overtime. Joining me now, College Hoop Tonight analyst Jay Bilas. Now, after that loss, Jay, Terps lost 5 of 6, but then they turned it around and they came into Cameron having won 3 straight, beating 2 ranked teams along the way. Join me on the SportsCenter Showcase experience, shall we, Jay?
We shall.
Excellent. Here we go. The build-up, the excitement. Who's your daddy? Shane Battier playing his last home game in a Blue Devil uniform. And Jay Battier was an All-American.
He came to play right from the start. Not only hits the 3 to start the game, but he also alertly takes the charge. That's why he's the reigning Defensive Player of the Year.
Later in the first half, Maryland playing tough, and you say tough, you say Juan Dixon. Can't find it there, but Terrence Morris says, I'm built for this. Morris, 13 points, 12 boards. Terps in control there, but Battier brought Duke back.
Battier, the nice little rocker step, then hitting the 3. He had 19 points in that first half, most of them coming on 3-point shots.
Yeah, Duke shot 50% from 3-point range in that first half. Second half, Duke up 4. The freshman, Chris Duhon, he's a thief. Duhon not scared of heights, 10 points, 6 boards, 5 assists. A little later, Carlos Boozer, he'd have a slight fracture of his right foot. More on that in a bit. Juan Dixon, he's got the ball without the chain, 28 points, 5 steals. Jay, what about Danny Miller?
Well, Danny Miller came into the ball game and really made a terrific block here. That kind of changed the tenor of the game. And then here in the second slot on a missed free throw by Lonnie Baxter, that's the way you get a tip in from deep. Then off the Dixon finds Miller on a great back cut. He burned Shane Battier off the overplay, and Battier in his last home game, not the way he wanted to finish out his career.
No question, Jay, is pose. Congratulations, guys. Good first half of the Spartans, though. Charlie Bell, one of his 3 assists. Marcus Taylor, blackout, 7 points in 16 minutes. Spartans led by 8 at the break. First play, second half, Jason Richardson. Nice pass to Andre Hudson, 13 points, 5 boards. Spartans pulling away. Richardson responding to a good visual, 11 points, 9 boards. Spartans up 13. Badgers would battle back. Roy Boone to Kirk Penny, so money and he doesn't even know it. 13 points for Penny. Badgers down 5, still on the run. Andy Kowski. Kowski, 6 of 8 from the field. He had 12 points. Badgers within 3. Last chance for Wisconsin. Michigan State up 4. Boom. A missile, but it misses. Charlie Wills misses the putback. Badgers shot 43% from the field. Tom Izzo, he can leap for joy. And Michigan State wins. And it's a big win because the win...
You got to jump a little cooler than that.
Well, he's working on it. Maybe next week, because this win, Stuart, lifts the Spartans into a first-place tie in the Big Ten with Illinois with just 1 game left. Michigan State was looking for its 4th straight regular season conference championship. Will host Michigan Saturday, while Illinois has to travel to Minnesota.
We still got nothing but love for Tom Izzo. Good dude. Pittsburgh at number 13, Syracuse first half, Orange up 1. Allen Griffin with the lob to Damone Brown, who see what had happened. Damone still can't Joe no. After a rim adjustment, the Q's got it together. I'm kidding about the rim adjustment. Preston Shumpert, so smooth. Shumpert, a season-low 8 Saturday, bigged up with 19.7 boards in this one. Allen Griffin feeds Keith Duaney. Y'all got to give me that part of a 17-0 Q's run. Then Brown. I ain't gonna say that, but that ain't right. Brown, 21 points, 10 boards. Griffin to Duaney. Griffin posted a note in his locker before the game and said, 15 points, 15 assists. You only have 1 senior night. Give us something to remember. He did. A triple-double in his last game at the Carrier Dome. 14 points, 11 assists, 10 boards. Hughes wins it 80-69. Said, Griffin, hey, you all might think I'm joking, but I called it before I came over here. Number 23, Tennessee at South Carolina, late second. Jamel Bradley misses the free throw. Rolando Howell got the board. Back to Bradley for 3. Part of a 17-0 run. Cox up 3. Now 5.5 seconds left. Tennessee down 2. And Tennessee throws the ball to their imaginary friend. South Carolina gets the ball. Tennessee would foul in the inbounds after missing the first free throw. Marius Petrovicius, money on the second. Carolina up 3. After a Gamecock foul, Tennessee down 3, 2.6 seconds left. Terrence Wood, 3. Booyah! Volunteers 11 of 18 from 3-land. We go to overtime in the extra frame. Tennessee down 1. Ron Slay banks in. Vincent Yarbrough Oh, that's tight, yo. Yarbrough, 13 points, but 20 turnovers kept the Cox in it. 6 seconds left in overtime. South Carolina down 1. Rolando Howell couldn't get it. Ball game. Volunteers survive and win it 68-67. The win gives Tennessee its 4th 20-win season in a row. Gamecocks only shot 36% for the
Yeah, the last time St. Joe's won the A-10 regular season title outright, Bruiser played for St. Joe's. First half, Minutemen by 7 off the steal. Shannon Crooks. He's been lifting. UMass was up 16 at the break. Hawks down by 1. Marvin O'Connor enjoying the journey and the destination. St. Joe's up by 2. O'Connor was not done with his display. He was a lethal weapon. He had 21 points. St. Joe's leaves Bruiser bumming. Fans celebrating St. Joe's coming back to win 84-69 and clinch the A-10 regular season.
But despite the swoon, the Heels could still wrap up a share of the ACC regular season division title and the top seed in the ACC tournament, even if they lose to Hobble Duke in Chapel Hill Sunday. However, to sit in that catbird seat, all North Carolina had to do was knock off North Carolina State, a team that's hungry for respect and a late season upset at the Dean Dome. And coming out strong were the Pack. Ron Kelly and 1. He'd missed the 1. Pack up 3 early, but still in the first. Ronald Curry with the steal and the foul. Matt Doherty, he's got to be a fired-up coach. He's raising his hands because he's sure, sort of. Free throw gives the Heels a 4-point lead. Time running down in the first half, and Joe Forte beats the clock emphatically. Heels up 7 at the half. Second half, Curry, just throw it up there. Why not? Curry with 14 points. That's a career high. Heels by 7. Forte to Julius Peppers. Two-handed rip. Forte also had 27 points. He's averaging 30.3 points per game in his last 3, and another assist to Peppers here to finish it off. The Heels win 76-63 and do get a share of the conference regular season title and snag the top seed in the tournament. They've won or shared 23 of the last 48 ACC regular season titles. And Doherty becomes the first ACC coach to win or share the regular season title in his first season. Florida at Vanderbilt. Billy Donovan is not won at Vanderbilt as Florida coach. First half, Florida up 7. Teddy Dupay to Udonis Haslem puts the Gators up 9. Matt Freege bringing the Commodores back. Commodore within 1, but Brett Nelson would get things going for the Gators. Florida up 1, Nelson for 3, Gators up 4. I'll do the math for you.
Thank you.
Later in the half, Florida up 9, Nelson penetrating, losing it, getting it back, and puts it in. Gators up 11, 2:30 to go. It's a 5-point game. Nelson strips Billy Richmond, and Dupay is streaking, feeds him. Nelson had 24 points on 8 of 13 field goals, and Donovan wins for the first time at Vanderbilt. It's a 10-point victory. Nelson.
A visit to Jamal Tinsley. First half, Tinsley, little crossover, breaks down his defender into Martine Rancic, who scores 2 of his 22 points. Texas Tech coach James Dickey, he's not happy. And you take it out on the camera, although this is expensive video equipment, so I wouldn't urge you to do this in your local gym. Second half, Texas down 7. Freshman Mikey Marshall. Tech 44-39.
Frightening.
Tinsley's night, though. Watch, he's sneaky inside to Paul Shirley. ISU up 59-43. Cyclones up 15. Tinsley to Shane Power. Freshman will drain that. Iowa State wins at 80-63. Tinsley double, 10 points, 12 assists. Iowa State clinches a share of the Big 12 title, and they can win it outright for the 2nd straight year by beating Nebraska and Ames Saturday. That's a good bet. Clonies have now won 35 straight at home. St. John's, Boston College, 5-on-5 in the Big East. Omaha, Cook, and St. John's. The Red Storm 7 straight against BC. Cook beating Troy Bell, making the tough lay. Al Skinner's team down 3 at the half. No panic, though. Second half, St. John's gets sloppy. Sharif Fordham throwing it away. Anthony Glover throwing it away. 21 turnovers, 11 of them by Cook. Here, though, Cook missing. Sharif Fordham going for the putback. Jonathan Beerbaum says you must learn to live with rejection. And Ryan Sidney, that's not very heavy lifting right there. BC up 3. Moments later, Kyle Cuffey with the miss, but Anthony Glover's there for tip in. St. John's back up 1. Late second half, same score. Troy Bell penetrating and leaving it for Beerbaum for the dunk. BC up 1, and they would win by 5, 67-62. And they clinch the Big East title. They have caps and T-shirts to prove it. Regular season title in hand. Troy Bell says, Kentucky, senior night, that's Saul Smith hugging Dad. And then a steal. And the first 2 points of the game, there's only 2, but you know he blew the shutout there. Second half, Wildcats up by 17. Tayshaun Prince hitting Jason Parker, and the Wildcats cruised to a win over Auburn 90-78. Parker finished with 19. We move to Arkansas at Alabama. Emotional senior night at Alabama for Terrence Doc Martin and family. Closing seconds of the first half, Gerald Wallace, the freshman, can jump really high. Bama up 6 at the half. Second half, Arkansas now by 7. Larry Satchel with the ball. Larry Satchel. Whoa, Pig Suey! Razorbacks with the upset, 66-63, 10 points for Satchel. The Hogs got it done defensively.
5 games with a wrist injury, and as you can see, Kansas is much better with Gooden in the lineup. They score more, they win more, they rebound better. Period. Second half, Kansas up 6. Gooden with the ball in the post. Knocked it down. It's 17. Kansas up 6. Gooden at the free throw line. No good. Eric Chenoweth back to Gooden. See, good things happen when Gooden plays.
Makes sense.
Gooden plenty. 77-65 is your final score in this one. Gooden